Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kunal Shah. I'm going to conduct this session today, and I think we'll start with what is the trend, broader trend with the markets and the views what we had given. On Friday itself, I told everyone do not go short in metals, and you see what happened. I did not imagine this kind of move in copper. I was expecting 10, 15 rupees upside. It went up by 25 rupees. Today morning also it opened up and went up by 15 rupees. So in 2 days, we've seen copper moving up by 40 rupees per kg. So that has been a highlight. Why this is happening? What is the news? I'll explain you what is happening. So first of all, in metals, what is happening is the inventory in Shanghai and LME both stand very tight. Some of the manufacturers of copper have cut their output, and because of that, we have seen also this rally fueling up. And most important thing why metals are moving up is the reflationary trade which is going on right now. So on one hand, the bond yields in US, there is a sell-off going on in US bond market, and all these money is chasing asset class which is very bullish. So for example, commodity, the fundamental of commodity are bullish because the supply side is weak, the demand side is robust because last year the global growth which has contracted has shot up right now, and we have seen global GDP expected to be 5.5, 5.6%. So most of the investors are expecting that the growth is going to be robust. So the outlook of metals is not going to be bearish. But what is the caution sign? So if you look at the structure of the near month and far month of most of the metals, so I had received call regarding zinc, copper. A lot of clients are stuck. So if you see, what has happened is in zinc, the near month far month spread is right now at 7 rupees. In copper also, we've seen the backwardation taking place. So this is the indication that in near term, even though prices are moving up, it is not sustainable going forward. So I give you very clear view. I expect copper to test levels of 696, 697 during evening session. So if you can see the M2M losses, you can put today's stop loss, today's high as a stop loss, and you can remain for somebody who can see 10 rupees upside. I think for them, today's high, I think on March contract, today's high is around 709. So that should be your stops, and you should remain long. You can, the moment it get triggers, you should exit from the market. Fundamentals are not at all bullish. I am expecting evening session 696 to 697. So those are my levels. As far as zinc is concerned, zinc similar view. I'm not expecting zinc prices to crash immediately, but going forward during next month contract, so March month, we can see some profit taking. So in near term, zinc March contract can test 234, 235, and from there it can gradually cool off. Even the similar view is with nickel. Nickel prices looks, the fundamentals of nickel were bullish, and it has tested levels of 14, 17, 14, 18. So I recommend for the March contract, today's high 1457 should be the resistance, and I expect during evening session 1438 to 1440 for nickel. So these are the view for three metals. As far as going to gold and silver, I explained that even though the dollar index is strengthening and you see the bond yields moving up, but I think gold looks very attractive from this rate. I don't know whether we have released one yearbook, commodity and currency yearbook. I would request everyone to go through that. I will explain what are the fundamentals of all the commodity which are traded on the exchange, and I'm expecting gold to really shoot up. So somebody who have missed out on the rally, this is the time you should take positions in gold and gradually build your position. So gold, my fundamentals are very bullish, and I'm expecting gold prices to move up significantly from the long-term point of view, and even intraday. One can go long. Already it is 400 rupees up, 46,550 to 580. Good levels to go long. Put a stop loss of 350, 200 rupees stop loss, and expect gold to test levels of 47,000. So I'm giving buy call in gold. Even in silver, one can go long around 69,300 to 400 between these levels. Put a stop loss of 68,900 and expect silver to test 70,500. So 1 or 2 days. So I'm expecting both gold and silver to really go up from present levels. As far as crude oil is concerned, we have seen US oil production restarting, but still uh, we are not getting the numbers. But I have my own doubts. 2 million barrels production restart immediately is not possible. It will take some time. So till that time, even oil can go up and test levels of 43.80 to 43.90. It is trading at 43.25 right now. You can go long and put a stop loss of 42.99 and book profit around 43.80. So these are my strategies for evening session. Please trade with a very strict stop loss. Even if somebody is going long in copper, put stop loss of 688. If you are going long in nickel, put a strict stop loss of 14.15. So this is not the market you trade without stop losses. You saw what happened in copper and zinc. All the people who were short, they were stuck, and we've seen going down. But the structure of this copper, nickel, zinc is clearly indicating that in the month of March, we will definitely see some profit taking. So if somebody can see the M2M losses, I would recommend to really go and stay short with the stop losses. Any questions? I think I answered Kavya Agarwal's question. Copper and nickel is going upward. So I answered that question already. Apart from that, any other question? Yeah, there is for Anup also. Anup, there is a query regarding zinc, and I recommend you, Anup, if your client can see another 4-5 rupees upside, then I think he can try and remain short, because this 7 rupees backwardation is something too much for me. 6.5, 7 rupees backwardation is an indication that future zinc prices. So from these levels, I'm not very bullish. I'm giving just 5-6 rupees upside target in copper, or 10-15 rupees target. These are not the levels to be very bullish. So all the positive news are priced in at these levels. So somebody who is short, put today's high as a stop loss and remain short. That's my view. Regarding natural gas. So natural gas is going to go down because of the restart of production. So to 17, 18 go short, to 10 to 11 should be the target, to 24 to 25 should be the stop loss. So gas looks weak now with the restart of a lot of these power grids. So there is one more question regarding gas. So news behind the base metals rally. So I'm again explaining, Anup, what has happened is the inventory at Shanghai LME were at historic low. Okay, and in that is massive liquidity which is coming. There was a sell-off in bond market, and all those money started to chase commodity which are fundamentally strong, like copper. Copper, there is a news of a couple of mines halting the production, but these news doesn't make sense for 40 rupees upside. It is only because of the short squeeze. So what we saw in GameStop, what we saw in silver, similar thing happened in copper. The moment people see that the short positions are building, there is a short squeeze happening up. The prices tends to go up and jack up the prices. So I don't think so. I don't read much into the news, why, what, but the fundamentals definitely doesn't seems to be supporting a bear market right now, bearish. I'm expecting some more upside, but I think today's high should not be taken off easily. So that should be a stop loss if you are holding short. Sir, can we roll over my sell position? Now there is a problem with rollover. It's very difficult to roll over your position because you are already, if you roll over the short position, you are already going to lose at least 6.5 rupees, 7 rupees. So I would recommend, you see 34, 35. some upside, at that time you can roll over. Not at current market price. You are going to lose 7 rupees, and in case if prices moves up, then you are at a double whammy. So I recommend you to be in touch with me during the evening session. Also, you can call me or message me, and I will keep you posted. But till now, you can remain short with today's high as a stop loss. Be in touch with me. Yeah. I hope I've answered all the questions. Thanks a lot.